If you had all the time in the world, you'd probably spend it doing the things you love. Maybe even enjoying more hours in bed or taking a month-long trip to Bora Bora would be very ideal. But you believe the world doesn't work like that and you just don't have enough time. Well, the truth is, you don't find time, you make it. And today, you're in the right place because we are spilling 15 secrets about how smart people make time. Hello and welcome to Luxsio. Before we begin, make sure you click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you won't miss out on more of our incredible videos. Number 1. They plan their mornings carefully. Our minds are very creative in the morning, so this is the best time to begin your tasks. First, get involved in something you're passionate about. Then channel all of your creative energy into solving a problem that stumped you the night before. And you'll be surprised at how much time you've saved yourself by simply getting a kickstart in the morning. Starting your days in this manner will also allow you to complete your tasks in record time and earn a few hours for yourself or your family. There is also no such thing as a morning person. You are just as capable as anyone else if you are ready to go to work in the morning. Number 2. They are early risers. Getting up early is no longer as undervalued as it once was. It used to be cool to wake up later than usual, but now we know and recognize the significance of waking up early, how it tends to affect our bodies, and how it motivates us to be productive almost immediately. But smart people know that waking up at the same time every day is even more important than waking up early. I mean, we get it. You want to get a few more hours of sleep on the weekend. While it may appear to be a brilliant idea, it steals your time and disrupts your circadian rhythm. If that is messed up, waking up at the same time during the work week becomes much more difficult. Your mind is capable of far more than you are willing to acknowledge. You train your mind to wake up at a specific time each day, perhaps 5 minutes before your alarm. While it takes time for this to happen, it feels like magic when it does. Smart people do not snooze their alarm clocks for extra minutes of sleep. Go to bed earlier than usual if you need more hours of sleep. Number 3. They lessen household tasks. While we may not want to admit it, chores consume a significant portion of our time. You do the dishes, clean the living room, do the laundry, clean your car, and a bunch of other things on weekends. And we like to think that's what people do on weekends, right? However, if you want to relax and unwind on the weekend, you can't do it all. Smart people with a large enough budget would prefer to delegate and consider outsourcing. I understand what you're thinking. Won't it just make me lazier? However, the correct response should be, since when did housework become a factor in determining how hard we work? The time spent doing chores could be better spent on more productive activities, such as learning a new skill or spending time with family and friends. Number 4. They make reasonable to-do lists. To-do lists are an excellent way to plan your day or even weeks. They're an excellent way to set short-term goals for yourself as well as reasonable deadlines for achieving these goals. However, when making to-do lists, there is always the temptation to include unrealistic tasks. You may think 3 tasks are not enough, so you tend to add more. It may seem like a good motivation to have a lot on your list, but it isn't. This will only encourage you to add unattainable tasks to your to-do list. If you only have 2 or 3 items on your list, you have a much better chance of finishing them. However, if you have 5 to 6 tasks that you believe you need to complete in a single day, you may only complete 1 or none of these tasks because you're feeling overwhelmed. Finally, realistic to-do lists will help you manage your time more effectively, while also completing important tasks on time. Number 5. They assign tasks. Delegating tasks does not imply laziness. It frees up your time for more important things and allows you to make time for yourself. Assign a mundane task that will undoubtedly consume a significant portion of your time. In reality, having an assistant is not a luxury for top executives. If you feel the need to have someone accomplish minor tasks for you, an assistant will help you improve your productivity and save you valuable time. Number 6. They don't put things off. Procrastination robs you of your time. It keeps you from doing what you need to do at the right time. Instead, it forces you to postpone these tasks until you barely have time to finish them. Then you find yourself working until midnight because you need to turn in the task early in the morning. It appears to be a proper way to waste valuable time. Smart people understand that procrastination not only wastes time, but also fills you with regret and anxiety, making it difficult to finish other tasks. It is also critical to understand what is important to you, but it can also be put off if you have more urgent tasks. You must concentrate on them rather than attempting to complete everything at once. Prioritization will save you a lot of time and trouble. Number 7. They do not multitask. Humans are unable to multitask. If you have it on your resume, now is the time to remove it. Multitasking is nearly impossible for humans, and attempting it will only waste time and possibly frustrate you. According to one recent study, only 2% of humans are capable of multitasking. So, rather than attempting to multitask, the remaining 98% of us simply mess up our productivity levels and do things partially. Concentrate on one task at a time and don't change it until you've completed it completely. If you want to be like the smart folks, set a time limit for each task and stick to it. This increases your chances of completing these tasks successfully. Number 8. They organize their priorities. Priorities help you focus on specific tasks at specific times. If you can't decide what your priorities are, consider this. Is this task important or urgent? If it's important, it can wait a few hours or days. But if it's urgent, it's time to get started right away. Smart people schedule time in their calendars to deal with urgent tasks first and important ones later. It's also critical to make room in your calendar for unexpected items or tasks. Making space for these tasks ensure that they do not have a direct impact on your urgent or important projects, no matter how unexpected they are. Number 9. They prevent distractions. You are well aware that your phone is a major source of distraction. It is the location of your social media accounts, emails, and messages, and it can be challenging to say no to these notifications all the time, but you can. Distractions rob you of your time. They infiltrate your working hours. It could start with an Instagram notification and end up with you watching cute cat videos on YouTube in a matter of minutes. Does this ring a bell? Distractions will make it more difficult to complete simple tasks, which may lead to procrastination and will force you to work under tight deadlines. Smart people set their phones to airplane mode. Number 10. Set smart objectives. SMART. Keep this acronym in mind because it comes in very handy. It stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely goals. Attaching this clever acronym to every aspect of your life will teach you how to strategize your way to your goals. It also allows you to concentrate on your objectives and plan more effectively. If your goals are simply goals with no clear plan for achieving them, you are not making goals. Wishful thinking is a waste of time. And because time isn't a treasure you can find in an ancient city, you might never get it back. Number 11. They recognize when to say no. What is the most annoying aspect of not knowing when to say no? People seem to take you for granted. When they need an urgent task done, they contact you. The office copier is broken, they contact you. Do they need someone to come in on the weekend? You've got it, they're contacting you. Before you know it, you don't have time to finish your actual tasks, let alone have time for yourself. Learning to say no not only earns you well-deserved respect, but also makes it impossible for others to take advantage of your time. Number 12. They disengage. How do you leave work on Friday and not have to worry about work until Monday? The trick is to disengage. The best way to spend your weekend is to disassociate yourself from work, which includes not being available for emergency tasks, checking emails, or even doing the tasks you should naturally do at work. The weekend provides an opportunity to recharge and refocus for the coming week, as well as to brainstorm better ways to manage your time in the coming week. If you can't disconnect for the entire weekend due to the nature of your job, you can set aside a few hours each day to check your emails and respond. All you have to do is to make sure these tasks don't take up too much of your time. Number 13. They take rests. You are not a machine. If you overwork yourself, your body will eventually fail. Even machines require ongoing maintenance. It is not a waste of time to take a break. It is an essential component of time management. Short breaks while working are important for refreshing yourself and discovering new and interesting ways to deal with any challenges that may arise. As a result, working at every available opportunity is not an efficient use of time, but causes harm to your body. Number 14. They find their zone. What exactly is your zone? Do you work better with music playing in the background? Or do you work better at certain times of the day? Discovering your zone is critical for time management because it allows you to avoid wasting valuable hours during other times. Smart people understand their comfort zones and thrive in them. When they're in their flow, it's more difficult to distract them because every part of their being is focused on completing their current task. Naturally, this saves them valuable time, which they can then devote to other activities. Number 15. They are passionate about one or two things. The simple truth is that having multiple interests will not make you a millionaire. Instead, it will make it more difficult for you to concentrate on one. As a result, you will continually waste valuable time. Smart people understand that having only one or two passions allow them to focus all of their time and energy in one direction. They've seen that having multiple interests wastes time and gives them the illusion that they're doing something valuable when they aren't. So that's it for today. I hope these 15 ways smart people use their time changes your perspective. And once you start thinking like smart billionaires of this generation, you'll realize how much of a cheat code it is. Time management is a critical component that affects everything you do, and comprehending its dynamics will have a significant impact on your life. Which of these tips have you proven to be very effective? We'd love to know them in the comments below. As always, thank you for supporting us. If you enjoy seeing videos like this, make sure you give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring and valuable content. We'll see you in the next video.